Hello everyone, my name is CinnamonToastKen, and welcome back to Danganronpa. Once again, for like the 5th time, I just need to say I'm sorry. I've been getting so tilted and salty about this game. I had to take a break and I had to go walk around, and I had to think, why am I so angry at this game? In reality, it's not that bad of a game. It's not that bad. I think the thing that's bothered me so much about it is that I had these really high expectations. So far, after 57 hours of play, it's just like a big fan service game. It's focusing on like the goofy character interactions. It's focusing on like mini games. It's also rehashing a lot of stuff that's already been done in the other games. I think the biggest problem I'm having, and I've been having this entire time playing this game, is that I just don't feel fulfilled. I just haven't had like a real true moment of, well, that was great. That was really good. I mean, I was happy when Kaido died, but that's not because I was like, oh man, what great writing. It was just because I hated the character so much. See, I've been happy when characters die. The only character I've been sad about dying is Kokichi, and at the very beginning of the game, I was real salty about Kaede dying. I had these really high expectations, and the game is just like falling flat on its face on all of them. There's good things about the game, but just the bad things stick out so terribly in my mind that I get hung up on them and I just can't. But we're gonna finish this game. We've challenged Monokuma to end the killing game. We're going back through, and we have a pretty decent case going so far. We're going back to the very first murder case we had, which the whole time I've been like, well, this doesn't really make much sense. But we have new information because I don't know, the mastermind is not any good at actually disposing of evidence. There's also little micro, invisible to the naked eye cameras flying everywhere in the school. Everywhere. Like every square inch, they said, there's one of these little bitty microscopic cameras flying around. We've been breathing in cameras, I guess. So we're challenging Monokuma, and all the Mono Cubs are back, of course. And we're just trying to piece this together. We're just trying to prove that the first murder, Monokuma cheated and went against the rules, because we're convinced that someone's watching. There's cameras, and Kokichi said so, and that's basically that's what we're basing our entire assumption off of. So let's continue on.
Yes. Kaede set up the bookcase and rolled the shot into the vent. But that shot didn't hit Rantaro. Her plan failed.
Failed? I don't even know what that means.
I've been saying that since day one, baby. Since day one, I've been like, man, that was a really dumb way to kill someone. How did that work? It didn't. Maybe.
If you found that shot put ball in the hidden room, then that means...
I found the shot put ball in the hidden room because it was always there. The mastermind took it?
That's it.
We've also been using words like the mastermind non-stop. So every time he says mastermind, take a drink.
The mastermind took it.
Oh god, we're getting lit already.
So they recovered the shot that missed Rantaro, and he was killed by a different one.
Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, who made it look like Kaede was the culprit.
Uh-huh.
That required a bit of trickery on the mastermind's part.
Man, I'm already starting like to formulate like really cool like plot twists in my head. I think that's got to be the problem. It's like I come up with all these plot twists while I'm playing. It's like, wouldn't it be cool if it was this? Wouldn't it be cool if it was this? It never is any of that, and I get like so mad because I'm like, oh, these cool things that could have happened didn't happen. But what if Shuichi's the mastermind the whole time and he made himself forget with the... it won't happen. It won't happen. Just like Kokichi's not the mastermind. Because the reason I'm saying that is because the only other person in the camera shots was Shuichi himself. What if I'm the mastermind? Because I'm the only person in the cameras. I'm the mastermind. If only it was that cool.
They prepared their own shot to kill Rantaro and switched it with Kaede's shot. They took Kaede's shot put ball and stowed it in the hidden room. To put it simply, Kaede didn't kill Rantaro. It was the mastermind.
What?
What if she really did kill him, but she's still the mastermind too?
Did you?
Everyone calm down. Father is going to yell.
Oh, got him.
What? Monodum, why?
Blah.
Whoops! I got too worked up and accidentally pressed the detonator.
The mastermind killed Rantaro, but why?
I believe the reason had something to do with a time limit motive.
See, why do they even bring back the Monokubs just to like say stuff and get blown up? Like, what is their point? they don't even remember what happened because they were made like, I don't know, yesterday in game. They have no idea what's going on. Time is now in effect. If murder does not occur by nighttime 2 days from now, then every student will be forced to participate will die. Reset the killing
Kaede
game.
was keeping us all together, and we refused to kill each other. To break up the stalemate, the mastermind introduced that motive.
Man, did you guys that played or remember the first game? The first game, like, as soon as a motive dropped, there was like people trying to murder each other like that day. They were straight up thugs in that game. Not know this friendship is magic like in this game.
However, this was a gamble. They didn't want to cause total chaos after all.
Because that would just end everything. They wanted an exciting killing game.
That motive put pressure on the mastermind, as well as us.
Yes, Kaede had a plan to kill the mastermind, but Rantaro was caught in the trap. However, her plan ultimately failed. The shot put ball that she rolled didn't hit Rantaro.
Because it missed, we would have been annihilated due to the time limit. But the mastermind wanted to avoid that situation, so they took action.
Thanks to the Nanokumas, the mastermind would have known Kaede's intended murder weapon.
I still can't get over the Nanokumas. Out of all the things in the game, the little bitty microscopic robots with little cameras in their hands is just it kills me every time it comes up.
So when her plan failed, they would already have another shot put ball prepared.
Then, the mastermind
Oh my
manipulated
God.
the scene to make it look like Kaede's.
You guys gotta be like so wasted by now if you're taking a drink every time they say mastermind. Super wasted. What is that, like
All they had to do was
13
hide
drinks or
Kaede's
something?
shot in the hidden room that only they could enter.
So, Kaede was executed on false charges?
Yes, she was. She didn't actually kill anyone, but she was executed nonetheless. Because the mastermind framed her for Rantaro's murder. And Monokuma played along. He let us believe the mastermind's lie. We were all fooled, including Kaede. We thought she was the culprit until the very end. And you want to tell us this game is fair? That there are rules? That's all bullshit!
Ooh, get him, Shuichi.
This game makes no sense at all.
If Monokuma twisted the truth for this case, then he could have twisted it for the other cases as well, making this killing game unfair.
I feel like you should stop talking after Shuichi makes like a good statement. Is like, this is what happened. How dare you? Like, and then other people start like, oh yeah, that's, and then when the other people start talking, then they get argued with, and it like ignores what I say. That's why I'm like, why don't these side characters just shut up?
Game anymore. It's just killing.
Hell, Monokuma.
I won't forgive them. I'll never forgive them for breaking the rules and killing Kaede. So cruel. I'll never forgive them.
I'll never forgive
I
him.
will avenge Kaede.
Never forgive.
I swear on her kindness and her love and her grave that I will avenge her.
Bro, she's got to be alive.
Yeah! How dare the mastermind create the detonator that blew up the adorable Monodum?
You're the one that blew him up. Don't pass the buck.
Anyway, we know the mastermind is also Rantaro's killer.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
figure out who that is.
That's that instant sidetrack.
That is, if Monokuma still wants to continue this class trial.
Well, he hasn't defended himself against anything I said yet.
Of course we're gonna keep going. Like I said, this killing game will never end.
No, Monokuma. I will end this. I will reveal the identity of the mastermind and end the killing game.
Well, let's do it. Put your money where your mouth is, guy.
May I interject? You keep accusing this so-called mastermind, but are you sure there's even a mastermind at all?
Are you sure you bastards aren't imagining it? If the mastermind is real, show him to us.
You guys are the ones hiding them.
It's possible the mastermind is still in this academy. The survivor perk said so.
Aside from the survivor perk, I've always thought it kind of weird that they just kind of latched onto this idea of a mastermind and never let it go. In the other games, they didn't even suspect someone's behind the scenes until they found, I think in the first game, they found like a room full of monitors and stuff, and they're like, oh my God, someone's behind the scenes. But this game, they just like wake up, they're like, someone's behind this. Ha ha ha. I just call it plot magic.
If they were involved in Rantaro's murder, There's no doubt.
Then they must have snuck in during the Gopher Project and stayed hidden in the account.
You just odd. What was that all about?
Yeah.
I just realized something.
Say it, or I'll cast my all the guys you date will be single fathers curse.
Ooh.
It's Kaede's younger twin sister.
Dun, dun, dun. Twin sister. These are the days of our lives. Or what?
Younger twin sister?
Don't be surprised about it, because we read the paper and saw it was on there.
It was on this Gopher Project participant list. She has a twin sister. It seemed sort of weird to me. Junko and Oshima had a twin too, right?
Sure is weird.
Are you saying those same circumstances apply here as well?
This killing game was influenced a lot by the past one, right? So maybe the mastermind's real identity was too.
The mastermind who snuck into the academy and made us play this sick game is Kaede's twin sister. We'll just see where it goes.
I guess that's a
I shall not be triggered.
Either way, there's no doubt that the mastermind is hiding somewhere in this school.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. It's like, I don't know, drink number 20.
How unfortunate that you couldn't find him during your final investigation. You're not allowed to leave while the trial's in session, so you can't search for them now. You can't leave during a trial unless you've got to pee.
Oh, I gotta pee. We're not falling for that one.
Kaede's twin sister is the mastermind still hiding somewhere. Is she really the mastermind? Is it that simple?
Can you guys figure out the identity of the mastermind?
Besides the 16 of us at this school, there was a 17th person too. That 17th person is the mastermind.
It could be Kaede's younger sister. Previous might have a game too.
If it really is the same as the previous killing game, then Kaede would still be alive. And she could potentially be the mastermind.
Who cares?
So it's one of the first ones then.
That 17th person is the mastermind.
That's wrong!
There we go. So there's not 17 people?
No, the mastermind can't be a 17th person. That contradicts what Mother Kuma said.
I don't remember what Mother Kuma said. I think I was in like super rage mode at this point, and there I just blacked out for this part when they found like Mother Kuma. You're all looking for someone that comes to this room quite often.
It implies that the mastermind wasn't in the hidden room the whole time. They must have been coming and going between the room and the academy, right?
So it has to be someone that's still alive within our group.
Would someone who has to stay completely hidden really risk that?
Right. If they were trying to hide, they would have just stayed put.
I see. That's some impressive logic.
Don't agree with him.
And during the investigation, I found a classroom that makes flashback lights.
A classroom that makes flashback lights?
I'll explain the details later. But there was something interesting.
What's the detail that you'll explain later? Right at the moment that the door burst open. Whoosh. They are Shuichi Himiko. The classroom changed back to normal.
When the door is opened, the classroom reverts to its original state. Clearly, the room is hiding something.
Isn't it obvious? The mastermind didn't want anyone to see them making flashback lights.
But why create such a classroom at all? If the mastermind were a 17th person, they could have their own completely separate room to make flashback lights.
Indeed, that would be much safer.
Knowing this, we can make a few assumptions about the mastermind's identity.
I mean, I can't act like I'm like some genius if it turns out to be Tsumugi, because I've been suspecting her of bad things for half the game. It just never happened. But maybe it's Tsumugi, and I'm gonna be like, waifu, why?
However, the implications aren't good.
What an ominous way to say it. But there's nothing to worry about. We got this far because we're friends. There's nothing to fear.
Yeah, she's right. ...
The mastermind's identity. Consider the facts we have. My detective work points to a participant in the killing game.
That's it!
That's it, I got it!
The mastermind is most likely one of the participants of this killing game.
Dun, dun, dun. We've gone in full circle, guys. That's the things we were saying at the very beginning. It could be one of us. It is.
One of the participants?
One of the 16 people who were forced to play this game.
What did you say?
The classroom that makes flashback lights and the hidden room being visited often. It all suggests that the mastermind is someone we'd see every day at the academy.
Someone we'd see every day. Like one of the 16 students?
That's crazy! There's no way one of us is the mastermind! Because we're all friends! We swore to fight together!
Oh, get that Kaido logic out of here.
Then it just means that all your friendship talk was a lie, right?
Shut up! That's not possible!
You're upset and irrational. At times like this, a voice of reason is necessary. Absolutely necessary!
Got it. We're up.
All right. We're gonna put on a reasonable yet outstanding show and earn our right to live.
Our right to live? Is someone about to die? Is that what's going on?
Whatever! I don't believe you! There's no way the mastermind's here!
Wait. Even if it's one of the 16 students, it doesn't mean it's one of us, does it?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's possible that the mastermind merely faked their death and has been alive this whole time.
She's over there sweating it. She's like, what do you mean it's not one of us? Really?
Now
Nah.
that we know Monokuma will break rules as he sees fit, that possibility should be...
What's that supposed to mean? Hurry up and answer! If you don't hurry up, I'm gonna blow up the rest of the Mono Cubs!
Hurry up and answer!
The identity of the mastermind. We'll know for sure once we determine who killed Rantaro. Need to confirm something and find out who that is. What need to determine the mastermind is all the causes of death, alibis for Rantaro's murder, what happened after we first woke up.
That's it!
Where was everybody at?
We need to go over everyone's alibi for Rantaro's murder again.
I think this is another thing from the very first that I was like, hey, where was everyone at when this happened? And like, they never gave me a straight answer, I don't think. I think it just like showed me the pictures of people walking in and that was about it.
Our alibis from way back then?
Didn't we discuss that during the first trial? What good would it do to discuss it again?
Now that we know Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, it might lead somewhere. We might find a hole in someone's alibi that we didn't see at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to give our alibis again.
Sweet.
Fine. Then let's do it. So we can be sure that the mastermind's not one of us.
Well, if they say give it again, then I guess they did give them to me. I guess I can forgive you, game.
I wonder where this discussion will lead. Will it lead to a mastermind in this very room? Or not? Either way, we're gonna make sure this trial stays exciting!
I was in the game room in the basement. With Kaito and Gonta and Maki. Also, Tenko and Angie were there too.
Even if I was in the same basement, it's impossible for me to have killed Rantaro.
Hey! I didn't kill Rantaro either!
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
I was in the dining hall. Kyo, Mew, and Kirumi were with me. Though I did leave briefly to use the bathroom. I couldn't have killed Rantaro.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's wrong!
You went to the bathroom.
Wait a minute, Tsumugi.
Dun, dun, dun. Tsumugi. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, girl.
Huh?
You said you went to the bathroom, the girls' bathroom near the dining hall.
We didn't
right?
call you taking a poop. Pooping on your own story.
What did you say? That bathroom?
Huh? What? What about it?
Shuichi, didn't you investigate the girls' bathroom? Did you find anything?
The utility closet in that bathroom has a hidden passageway. One that's connected to the hidden room in the back of the library. Which means it's possible to get into the hidden room from that bathroom.
What?
Around the time Rantaro was killed, Tsumugi went to that exact bathroom. I'm positive that when Rantaro was killed, the culprit was in the hidden room. It's too convenient to be coincidence.
Dun dun dun.
Hold on. This is all so sudden, I don't think I understand.
But maybe they got there from the hidden door in the library instead.
No, I don't think so. Remember that I had placed dust in the card reader in the library. I was trying to determine if the hidden door was opened with a card reader. But the dust didn't fall. That means nobody used that card reader.
So, to enter the hidden room, they would need to use a different route, the girls' bathroom.
Yes, I believe that's the case. The culprit entered the hidden room from the girls' bathroom on the first floor.
Dun dun
And with the help
dun.
of Mother Kuma, watched the situation in the library unfold. As soon as they saw that Kaede's plan failed, they waited for the camera interval and leaped out of the hidden room, shot put ball in hand. The hidden door could open from the inside, so there was no need to use the card reader. In any case, the culprit
Smack.
attacked Rantaro with a shot put ball and left it in the library.
Got him.
Picked up the shot that Kaede had used and returned to the hidden room.
And they also took the survivor perk monopad that Rantaro had, right?
Yes, then they left the monopad and the shot in the hidden room, headed into the passageway, and returned to the girls' bathroom.
Are you saying the one who did it was Tsumugi?
But why would, if they were the mastermind, why would they leave it there? Maybe she's not a mastermind. Maybe she's just a survivor from a previous killing game as well, and she got a perk.
No, it has to be some kind of mistake. Up till now, everything pointed to the mastermind not being one of us.
Is Tsumugi even capable of doing all this? He's just a cosplayer, you know.
Yeah, all this would be impossible for just some cosplayer.
I gotta let you guys know that I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud that when the first murder happened, I just like threw up the BS flags instantly. I was like, this is crap. This is crap. This wouldn't happen. This is not how it worked out. And then 50 hours later, the game's like, you know what? You were right, guy. You goddamn right I was. You goddamn right, game. You dang right I was right. I didn't know how it happened, but I just knew that it was super fishy. But anyway.
But you said that you went to that bathroom during Rantaro's murder. How can you possibly refute that fact?
Refute? It's all just a coincidence. Oh, Kibo and Ryoma didn't have alibis. What if they went to the girls' bathroom?
Did you see one of them in the girls' bathroom?
What?
If one of them had gone into that bathroom, you would have seen each other, right? But you never mentioned that.
That's...
Tsumugi, what's the meaning of this?
Can this...
Ooh, girl, we got you caught? We got you caught red-handed?
Tsumugi, is this true?
No, it's not. I really only went to use the bathroom. I didn't know about the hidden passage.
Look lively, Mono Cubs! You're up! Move your asses! That's very wrong.
They're jumping in to save her. They're jumping in to save her. You can't save her. Ship's sinking.
Never yelled at me like that before.
If we don't do well here, we're all gonna get blown up together.
I still want to live longer. I want to see the next chapter. So please, let us win.
What?
Please, please let us win.
Nah, bruh. The bottle'll shut down. Time to swing swaths. Go for project, bug vac, Monica.
We don't want to die.
Snowflakes, we're one of a kind.
I don't know what Four Eyes is talking about. Bad guys never wear glasses.
Anyway, just cut it out. We don't want to die.
defense.
Monokuma and the mastermind are the bad guys here. You don't want to die? Do you know how many of my friends were sacrificed?
Please, help us!
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything!
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit,
Hey, let's just stop this!
there's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
I'll cut through your words.
Dun dun dun. Shuichi's about to be a real detective, everybody. He's finally graduating from
Before being
scrub school.
destroyed, Mother Kuma told us something.
The built-in voice prep authentication system can't birth Monokuma's less business, specifically says birth. And if he says he remembers what everyone
That
says,
individual is, of course, the mastermind.
if he remembers that who didn't say birth, if he remembers that, then I say he's graduated from scrub school.
When the mastermind commands Mother Kuma to give birth, it makes a spare.
We all tried it out.
But Kiba wasn't there, was he?
Right, because I was fighting the Exosols.
Did you hear that? Kiba didn't try giving Mother Kuma a command. So the real mastermind is...
Tsumugi was the only one who didn't say give birth.
I guess he graduated. He may have graduated, but he's still a newbie on the job, you know. He graduated scrub school, now he's got to go find a real job with his degree. But you know what? There's a lot of other people that didn't even have to go to scrub school. They weren't scrubs to begin with, Shuichi. So you're still gonna have trouble finding work as a good detective. But you know, you have a chance now at least. We'll see if you get any better.
Huh?
Everyone else said give birth.
Whatever, just give birth to Monokuma. Are you listening? We said give birth to new Monokuma. Hurry up and give birth to Monokuma.
Tsumugi specifically used a different phrase.
Try to make a new Monokuma.
You didn't say give birth. You said make. You knew how to get Mother Kuma to create a spare, didn't you? That's why you specifically said make. If you had said give birth, Mother Kuma would have made a spare. Am I right, Tsumugi?
Hey, come on. What's wrong? Don't be like that, Shuichi. Do you really think I'm the mastermind?
Yeah, now you're basically confirming it yourself.
There's just no way.
You gotta give us evidence, girl.
Hey, everyone. Say something. I'm not the mastermind. That's crazy, right?
Just like Gonta when he just denied it the whole time. It's like, oh well, yeah, I guess that's you then. Well, man.
Then refute it. We're waiting.
Yes, please.
Huh?
You're number one waifu. You were the first waifu. Come on, Tsumugi. Tsumugi, please. We cosplayed together. You can't be the mastermind.
I
Oh, no.
don't want to believe it either. That one of our friends, the survivors, could do this. That's why I'm begging, Tsumugi. I'm begging you to refute me. I might be wrong. I was wrong before. About Kaede.
No,
That's
Tsumugi.
why I need everyone's help.
Tsumugi.
I don't care if my detective work is wrong. I want to hear your argument. Reaching the truth together is what cooperation means to me.
Well, shut up and let her say something.
Tsumugi, please.
Tsumugi, please.
What's the matter? You can't argue back after hearing that.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know what's going on right now, but just hold on a sec.
Oh, Monosuke's infamous impatience rears its ugly head.
And what an ugly head it is.
I don't think friends should blame each other like this, you know? Come on, smile, everyone.
Oh my
I
God.
know we could watch a comedy special so we could all smile.
Explosion.
Jeez, you're noisy.
Ah, Monosuke! Father, why? You loved Monosuke so much.
It's Monosuke.
Oh yeah, you're right. But we're at the good part now. So be quiet and watch like good little cubs.
Father?
See? It's getting exciting. Shuichi is trying to reveal the mastermind, trying to overcome despair. It's so heart-pounding. pounding!
We have the mastermind cornered. Why is Monokuma so calm? He should be feeling cornered as well. Forget it. We're on the offensive here. If we make the mastermind's identity clear, all will be settled. All right, I guess I'll pick her. I mean, I think she's up to no good, but I don't know if she's like the one or not. But we'll see.
It has to be you,
Decide.
mastermind of this killing game, and the culprit who killed Rantaro. It's you, Tsumugi. There are no other possibilities. You don't have anything to say?
Anything to say? Even if you keep saying all that stuff, I still don't get it. Hey, let's stop this already. You're mistaken. Because we're all friends, right?
Believe it.
Weren't we going to work together to end this killing game?
This is a class trial. Although we were forced into these class trials by the mastermind, that's how we survived.
Take a drink.
It was the only way. It was the only way we could survive. So please, Tsumugi, refute the evidence. Say something. Your life depends on it. Please.
Tsumugi, I don't want to suspect you. I want to believe in you. I want the mastermind to be somewhere else, like in the previous killing games.
I mean, I like. This is what this game does. Like it's obviously pointing at someone, but instead of moving on, we just like start saying things like, "I don't want to believe it's you." Oh man. Oh. And then Monokuma will say something, and then we'll go like,
Really
"No,
not
it's
the
not
mastermind?
you."
Then don't give up. I'll cheer.
Even if you say that,
Tsumugi is taking her sweet time, but waiting around is so boring. Hey, Shuichi, why don't we look over the case again?
What?
Come on, that's like your thing. Present the truth and end this. Because there are people who don't know what the heck is going on until we get to this part. Now then, let's start.
My closing arguments. All right, just throw me straight into him. Cool beans.
This is the truth of the case.
The truth. The
With this new
truth.
evidence, let's look back at Rantaro's murder. The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first floor classroom. We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger the trap we set in the library. Around that time, there were 4 people in the dining hall, including the mastermind was probably irritated that no murders had yet occurred.
Take a drink.
After the motive was given, they knew that Kaede was planning something, but the mastermind
Take a
wanted
drink.
some insurance. They would take action if necessary. The mastermind
Take a drink.
excused themselves from the dining hall and went to the bathroom. And from there, to the hidden room in the library that only the mastermind could enter.
Take a drink. Every
There,
sentence
they
almost.
waited. With less than an hour before the time limit expired, Rantaro moved the library's bookcase, which set off the receiver I was holding. It all happened the way we determined in the first trial,
See,
except at the end.
has Shuichi set up any other cool traps? I think he just does that one time. Like, he's actually kind of decent. He's a little bit decent before we start, you know? He set up like a fancy trap. But then after that, he just sits there and doesn't do anything.
I ran out of the room, and Kaede rolled the shot put ball into the air vent. At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden camera Kaede set. He unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot.
That's the part that bugs me the most, when it just falls and then goes left, magically.
The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or so we thought. It turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently.
New Act 5. Who?
The shot put ball that Kaede rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro.
Because it was a terrible plan to kill somebody. What was that?
He must have been surprised seeing the shot put ball drop out of nowhere like that, but his fate was sealed. The mastermind saw that Kaede's plan failed and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room and attacked Rantaro from behind. And
Too
in
many
their
drinks.
hand, the real murder weapon, their own shot put ball. Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the masterminds. The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put ball at the scene.
Luckily that there was no like handprints left on the shot put ball, because that was a lot of blood that squirted out. Just happened to be right onto the monopad. But we're lucky, you know. It's a plot convenience. We got a lot of that in this game.
They also looted the survivor perk monopad from Rantaro's body. Those things in hand, he retreated back into the hidden
That face.
room.
Meh, got him.
I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Kaede and I got there. The mastermind had probably just finished their crime.
Yeah, because that was part of like when I was trying to investigate what happened. I was like, isn't it weird that it only just closed? Like I thought someone had like ran around the side and come back around. That's what I thought, but it turned out to be incorrect, and then they just never brought it up again.
And so, the real truth was perfectly hidden from us. We went to the and reached the truth that Kaede was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind.
The mastermind.
After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room. And threw Kaede's shot put ball into the trash can.
But you gotta wonder why, though. You gotta wonder why they didn't try to get rid of it, and why the mother Kuma said that they were supposed to come in here anyway. Because we also got the card key. Or Kaido did. Not Kaido. Kokichi got it. And we just never used it. Like, that's gonna be another thing they just bring up magically in the class trial, I'm sure is, oh yeah, you remember that card key you got back in like the 3rd chapter or whatever? Yeah.
A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence.
Yeah,
they
but
probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did.
I think it was done on purpose. It's on purpose to make the killing game more interesting.
Their crime complete, the mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to the girls' bathroom on the 1st floor. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being noticed. Anyone could have used the hidden passageway. Not just the people in the dining hall, but looking at the survivors. Only you could possibly be the mastermind.
Take a drink. I'm drunk. Whew. Whew. Waifu number 1.
If I'm wrong, please refute me.
Giving her the stink finger. She's like, I don't know about that.
Please tell us you aren't the mastermind. Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer.
Mastermind, I'm drunk. How many times they said this episode? Is that 63?
That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi?
Well, what?
Yes! What a scorching hot twist! My hand holding the detonator is tensing up! Don't get tense! Calm down!
Daddy! Please stop this! Go back to how you used to be! When you loved us so much!
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one.
Huh?
Basically, your story doesn't matter. I gotta watch this exciting development!
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic? If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it.
Then explain.
You can do it! You can do it, Tsumugi!
Even if you cheer me on, it's not like that. I didn't do it. It's plain to see.
We've been doing this conversation back and forth for how long now? Like 20 minutes? Come on, girl, just give up.
Fight back, Tsumugi! Come on! You can do it! You can do it!
Daddy, you're tensing up again!
I still want to live, so please don't push the button!
Tsumugi, please just say something. If you don't defend yourself...
Junko Enoshima!
What?
'Cause it's always been her. In the Hope's Peak killing game, and in the Jabberwock Island killing game, Junko Enoshima didn't participate. She controlled the game from outside. Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she? Then it's like that this time, too. It's gotta be Junko again.
Junko Enoshima is dead. She's not part of this killing game.
Well, she was technically dead for the second game as well.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's doing. This killing game is her doing, too. Yeah, that's gotta be it. 'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
Man, we should change it over to Junko then. New drinking game every time they say Junko.
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima
Oh, God.
is...
Daddy, please don't get so excited! You pressed the button by accident!
Look at our cute faces! Can you really bear to be without us?
Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima
Jesus.
is what? Okay, time for a commercial break.
No, it isn't!
See? We're a good comedy group too! So please don't...
Ooh.
Junko Enoshima is...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Here we go, guys. Hold on to your butts. It's about to get wild in here.
Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Just want to cry because it's so bad. Oh my God, why is this game so stupid? Oh, is she cosplaying this? All right, whatever, we'll just keep going.
Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
The 53rd, they've done this 53 times? New Ultimate Despair.
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
What a sidetrack. Okay, it's fine.
Enoshima.
The 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane?
She has to call it the 53rd because the 53rd one is fiction. I don't know. I don't even want to jump into this plot device. I mean, whoa! Junko's back! Oh, I'm fanboying so hard. I love her from all the other games.
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
'Cause I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
that was some fancy clothes changing she did.
A lie?
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really.
Man, are you new waifu though? Are you my new waifu? Yes, that's right. Junko, you are also a waifu.
Really? I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like
Junko Enoshima!
Take a drink.
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
Yeah, there you go, Himiko. Ask the real questions because Shuichi doesn't get it.
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima.
Yeah.
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow. Much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is, you're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
Well, just go ahead and say that this isn't the first time we've done this, because okay, it's too obvious.
Bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she...
No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So?
That's what I was like. They're gonna be like, so what?
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game.
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
that's when I took over the killing game I devised.
I told you guys Tsumugi is bad news. Bad news bears. I didn't know it would go this far though.
I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? He was your comrade, right?
Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
Take a drink.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls. But I am despair itself. I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
Your what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it. There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled. That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help.
To know that for certain, even though I could tell you who said what in a conversation earlier exactly after I didn't know what I was looking for and I had to remember back what everybody said, I can't tell you what the book says. We have to have everyone's help. Let's play a mini game.
I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory base.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy!
Like this isn't making any kind of impact on me, like story-wise, because usually, I think in the other games, isn't it that Monokuma is disabled whenever Junko shows up and starts talking? She even like holds him up in front of her and talks sometimes, like a little teddy bear. But this one, he's still going. Like it seems like this isn't over.
All right, time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
History of Hope's Peak.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
All right.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy,
That's true.
inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
I don't know if that's
Student
true.
of Hope's Peak Academy.
The ultimate despair! Junko Enoshima!
I did everything in my power.
To spread despair over the entire world!
Was just a single high school.
That's wrong! One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima, at least that's what I remember. But that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
It's not a coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
Yeah. Cool characters. Not all of them were cool. Dude all the way to the right, that was one lame dude. That was a lame character. The baseball guy was pretty lame. The guy at the bottom, I forgot his name. He was pretty lame. The ultimate honor roll student or whatever he was. This swimming pool girl, yeah, swimming girl is my waifu in that one. And the girl right below me was like my she was gonna be waifu material, but then she tried to kill me. She freaking tried to kill me. Man, you know, nobody tried to kill me in this game. Isn't that sad? Nobody tried to kill me. Nobody tried to turn the trial against me either. There's been twists and turns, but nothing that matters. There's no like, oh, that's an important twist. It's more like, oh, okay. They make this big twist and then it resolves itself within the same trial.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
Let's see for Kokichi's twist. Kokichi's twist actually lasted until the next trial.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on. But the worst case scenario was avoided. Yay! A happy ending.
I'll point those out next. How am I supposed to know this? Am I supposed to just read the book?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair and forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
That's wrong! It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project.
We're just going back to the first game. I don't know. This game makes the first game seem so much better. I don't know. Just thinking back, I thought that was like the story in the first game was. I mean, it was a stretch, but it just seemed like it was good. It was really good.
During the tragedy,
I mean, it had to be good because that's why there's three of this game. I don't know. The second game is probably the most fun though.
Trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories.
The one thing about Junko though, they did keep going, is she always like twists back and forth with different personalities. Now she's two different characters, but they're like, no, this is the way it happened. She's like, oh, okay. Oh, really? Is that so? It always makes me laugh because she's just like, okay.
It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
It's like I thought there's something wrong here. But why? Why are memories so different?
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
And we found out. We came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school.
New Hope's Peak Academy.
Which is why we were all in different
Yeah,
classes.
when did that happen? I don't remember that happening at all.
That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
That's not true though. Wait, somebody? No, wait, no. I was gonna say the main character of the first game wasn't part of the Hope's Peak Academy, but then it turns out he was.
Recruitment of talented students resumed.
That's wrong! We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students, but that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other evidence? My God, what is it?
What?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rantaro said?
Truth is, this is the first killing game. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game.
Yeah, and there's also Junko the 53rd standing in front of you.
He was not present at the two killing games.
That's not a huge clue. I don't know what is.
Then
Shuichi, you're falling back into
which killing
Scrubville.
game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair, but I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
Dun, dun, dun.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair. The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
Proof that Kokichi is a remnant of despair. These guys?
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
Kokichi's motive video. He cared about people. He couldn't have been ultimate despair. Harmless pranks, 10 guys working for him. The group was like family and friends, the most important people in his life.
An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project.
And I guess the thing I like about Kokichi's character is that the game doesn't try to acknowledge it, and they try to, like, you know, make Kaido this big deal. But then all the fans, like, Kokichi's one of the most popular characters for a reason, because people playing the game see what's going on. They're like, hey, that guy, he may have been a douche and did a lot of bad stuff, but in the end, he kind of had some really good ideas and was getting stuff done. But anyway, Gopher Project's terrible name. Stupid name. Gopher Project.
Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean he wasn't a remnant of despair?
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito.
Dun dun dun. Junko? Junko? Yeah, he's like, what? That's probably him flipping through the magical script that Kokichi made, that was silly. That whole trial was a waste.
Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair or Junko Inoshima.
He couldn't find anything inside of his
They'd been
huge
exposed to
script,
it,
this book.
Maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room.
I guess while I'm thinking about Kokichi, I kind of wonder though, if it's kind of this, there's this thing that keeps happening between me and this game is that I come up with these like, oh, it'd be really cool if this worked out. Maybe I fabricated this whole Kokichi thing about him like doing something that was super genius, and like the people that wrote it didn't even intend that. They just meant for him to be this bad guy that wanted to kill everyone and take over the killing game, and that was it. Because every hope and dream I have for this game keeps just falling short. So let's keep going. Something about the flashback light. Yeah, fake
It
memories.
allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth.
Maybe
But then
translations.
having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
I really doubt there's any translation issues with this game. It's 2017.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What are flashback lights used for? Why can't you select different memories? What does it mean memories contradict each other? We'll put all these pieces together, it'll all make sense. Oh, I'm about to drive the taxi, aren't I? Oh, Hangman's Gambit, never mind. I was getting excited, it was taxi time. Implant, oh. Okay. Sure, that's the word we're looking for. We have to use that specific word because that's the mini game.
I see now.
It's implant. The word's implant.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything.
Yeah. If you couldn't see the word, don't worry. I couldn't either. I just had question marks.
It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Dun dun dun. Ropeway.
Memory?
Ropeway's the secret word.
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us.
Dun
That's
dun
why the contents of
dun.
those memories contradict each other.
Look at you, Scrub Shuichi. You've kind of devolved back into Scrub Shuichi again.
Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
Not real. They were all false memories.
I hope this game I hope it makes a change real quick because we're quickly going in the direction of the whole thing doesn't matter. Which I guess this is gonna be the truth anyway if this is the 53rd game.
They were all lies.
Lies?
What a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! Oh, the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing!
Thank you, Monokuma. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Well, that is what it means.
Don't tell me that game. Wait, yes, tell me that. Tell me that so you can make it not so. Because this is what this game loves to do. This game loves to say, like, this is what happened. Just kidding, you figured it out, Shuichi. This is what happened. All right, so yes, tell me that nothing matters so it'll change. Please.
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones.
Dun dun dun.
The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon.
Uh-huh.
The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused?
For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Fake! You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, thank God, yes. I hope that's the truth. I hope that's the truth, because Shuichi's the worst detective. It would only make sense that he's not an actual ultimate detective. Oh,
None of us were
man.
ever students there. It was just a fake memory.
We're not students from Hope's Peak?
Yep, that was all fake.
Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak.
I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst.
I don't know. If this is the 53rd, then I doubt she made mistakes, but we'll see.
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights.
You mean we were wrong about him the whole time?
But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied.
Yeah. And I gotta confess, you know, the cult I mentioned earlier, the leader is me. Oh man, are we about to have a Kokichi moment? I hope so. Please give Kokichi what he deserves. Me. So evil.
He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side.
You goddamn right he did.
So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
Yeah, that's why she came up with the flashback light out of nowhere, the one that made us think he was a bad guy.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You're being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands.
I mean, yes, they were being controlled, but wouldn't it be cool if, you know, it wasn't super obvious that people were being really dumb about it? I don't know, maybe it'd be more of a reveal if the whole time I wasn't like, that is completely dumb.
But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were. Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world?
Mm-hmm.
You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game.
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair.
Oh man, my despair is having to wait 60 hours for a good ending. It may not even be that good.
Controlled us with that big
It may not even be that good the way it's going.
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies.
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again?
Talking to
At
some kid.
first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family.
That one guy. I'm so sick.
And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now?
Big ol' waste of time.
That memory, and 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 that.
I can feel a wave coming though. Our memories, nothing matters, but we're gonna bring it back with our friendship and hope. Yes.
They were all fake memories then. Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kinda just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial, after all.
Then, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Oh, what's not to understand? I became me. What about that don't you get?
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Inoshima's will.
Yeah, because we always have to bring her back up. It's like Silent Hill when they have to keep bringing back Pyramid Head, even though he's only part of the second game.
But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you?
Who the heck are you?
I'm me, no one else.
No. No. You gotta be messing with me. Don't even start that crap. Get out of here, Hajime. Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay, bringing back the second game now. What? Somebody we have nothing to do with at all.
Is this?
Huh? You know him, don't you?
Okay, good.
He was in the Jabberwock
I
Island.
was going to say, if that's like the big reveal, then I'm just going to turn this game off.
I'm Hajime Hinata.
That's not what we mean. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
But these are real characters, or maybe they're not.
Cosplaying?
Because they were inside the game.
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
Hey, yeah, second game. All right, cool. Now I get where we're going.
But it's not just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
Is that his original voice? I don't think it is. Is it? I hate that guy anyway.
Check it out. Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
Hey, this is his voice.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
Yes, it's my cosplay.
You are the ultimate cosplayer. She's looking crazy. Ooh! Ooh!
I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them.
She is the ultimate cosplayer. She's got that Nagito hair flying around back there.
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
Number of characters?
How can she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy? Because Tsumugi told us.
She told us a lie, probably. In the first place, lately some people prefer cosplay as non-fictional characters. Unforgivable. Unforgivable breaking cospox.
Ah, you remembered. Yes, that's exactly right.
Oh, she getting wild. Waifu, come on, girl. Dress up as Donut Girl from the first game.
So then, what does this mean?
Hey, Makoto. They brought him back too.
What?
You gotta be careful. You're gonna trigger Kibo if you keep doing that.
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was...
What Hope's Peak Academy was... If Tsumugi can cosplay them, there's only one possibility. It was fictional.
It's fictional. It's all fictional?
Fictional?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the future foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist.
Fake news. It's all fake news. Nothing exists. The last 3 games didn't even happen. They were all just fictional. I mean, the second game kind of is.
Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
Byakuya! Yeah, that's my favorite version of you, even though that wasn't actually you, but still.
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
Oh man, the first waifu. I mean, she wasn't my first choice as waifu, but she was canon first waifu. The real ultimate detective. Not crap Shuichi detective.
Danganronpa!
Yeah!
Danganronpa.
Oh, they said the title. They even said the title in the game. I can't handle it. So meta. I feel like we've been going for 2 hours. I feel like I need to pause it here so we can continue on. They started breaking the fourth wall now. You know, now we got to see where it goes. So I guess we're gonna pause this game. We're gonna pause right here. And we'll continue in the next episode. Stay tuned to see more big hooks and stuff you never saw coming. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.